Hello, I am Recky, and welcome to another Nuke's Top 5 Ghost Caught on Camera. This is the third reaction I do. I'm going to try to get the entire playlist right up here somewhere. If you want to check it out, thank you so much to my patrons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a shout out to Sean Pearson, Buddha Squirrel, and David Bankson for being Supreme Tier donators. They get one of this after 2 months as the Supreme Tier donators. Not bad, all the way from Sweden. If you want to join them, link will be in the comment section. Awesome. I'm looking forward for this, even though I'm really scared and sometimes I'm really petrified. As you can see, it's super dark here now, and it's kind of freaking me out. Let's do this. Let's do it, Recky. Oh, it's 27 minutes, this one. Let's crank it up a bit. Let's go. This one is fairly new. It's top 5 ghost video. It's so scary you'll quit the internet. I believe in you.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Hanging around. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to investigate a creepy old abandoned house in Nagasaki, Japan. The house is said to be extremely haunted. Locals
Extremely
claim that there is a sinister curse on the property after a family mysteriously passed away inside the home under absolutely horrible circumstances almost 15 years ago. As the home is fairly small, Gachan decides to go alone and brings only his camera. Once inside, things quickly get very creepy.
Creepy. I can do creepy.
2007年4月
2007.
14年前からこの状態ってことですね。
14 years. That's incredible.
まあ確かに置いてあるものが時代を感じるというか VHS だもんね。ちょっと待って足音がする。人がいる。
Okay, so let's debunk the footsteps. It could easily be his friend walking around out there, and let's not believe everything we hear or see. Let's try to debunk it, and this could easily be like his friend who's supposed to be outside doing this. Just saying. You got two choices. One, you can Rambo it, just run to that location to get the F out. What would you do? I would probably get the F out, but I want to actually Rambo it. I really want to do that.
いやでも気づいてるはずだよね。こっちに。
Oh, Jesus.
誰かいますか？もしここで寝泊まりとかしてるんであれば返事してもらってもいいですか？すぐ出て行きます。
The paranormal investigator believes he might not be alone inside the house and heads upstairs to investigate.
Alright, so he's Ramboing it. He's going.
"誰もいませんか?" これ うわえ包丁
Okay. All right, so it's easy. It's kind of easy to fake this. I'm trying to remain neutral and not just scream out, "Oh my God, it's a ghost!" I don't want to do that because I want to feel like, all right, just don't get worked up for sounds, okay? I mean, it's still creepy, definitely, but it could easily be his buddy or anyone else doing that is human and alive.
そうやいやマジで誰かいますよねいやもうちょっと待って
Making the
い
sound.
や本当帰るんでごめんなさい
Gaichan finds shattered glass and, creepiest of all, a knife. Soon after, he hears the sound of a bell coming from somewhere inside the house. He searches every room, but he finds nothing and no one to explain the creepy sound.
ちょっとねさすがにこのままでは帰れないのでさっきねちょっと物音が激しかったと思われる部屋いるんですけど家中探してみたんですけど誰もいないんだよ動物でもなさそうだしさでなんかさっき多分あれ仏壇の鐘の音だよねちょっと30分だけ検証して帰ろうと思います
Eventually, the ghost hunter has had enough of the creepy, unexplained noises and decides to just go home. As he makes his way down the old creepy stairs,
Oh, here we go.
he captures something absolutely horrifying.
No.
絶対なんかさ
What?
絶対落としたんだよ
What?
マジでもう嫌だ俺
The mist?
くそもうちょっとこれ以上はいられないです帰ります
A pair of legs can be seen dropping from the ceiling at the top
No. You can fake that. I'm gonna say you can fake that, don't you?
of the stairs right behind
What?
the ghost hunter. Gaichan leaves the abandoned house having no idea what he has just recorded, until he reviews his footage at home. The horrifying sight of the creepy, unexplained legs shot
What if you just go home and think that, oh man, it's not a good video. I have nothing on it. I mean, have voice sounds and like a bell and a couple of footsteps. Kind of bummed out. And you sit down and you see a pair of freaking feet, 2 legs just coming out of nowhere.
shocks him and his viewers. And now, Gaichan believes that the house is truly haunted.
Yeah.
But either way, true or not, the footage is very disturbing.
Yeah.
You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Clip Store. Like something from a nightmare. Christina, an avid watcher of the YouTube channel Paranormies, reached out to the 2 paranormal investigators about terrifying events she experienced while staying in room 313 at the Norwood Hotel in Winnipeg, Canada. Christina says that back in 2008, she stayed at the hotel alone for 2 nights while attending a
I don't know about you guys, but I always freak out when I am supposed to sleep somewhere else that is not my own home. Maybe it's just me, but the darkness doesn't feel comfortable. I'm not saying I'm afraid of the dark. That's not it. But it feels unsafe when it's not your normal darkness. I don't know. What do you think?
convention. Her first night in room 313 at around 2 a.m., Christina wakes up completely paralyzed. In absolute horror, she watches as a man with a sinister grin stares at her from the darkness, peeking around the corner leading to the bathroom. She passes out and then doesn't wake up until hours later, and she says she immediately vomited. Christina calls her boyfriend, who tries to calm her down and suggests that she was probably just experiencing a terrifying incident of sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I think so too.
But the next night isn't any better. Christina has a nightmare in which she sees a man on fire floating outside her window. She wakes up to her ringing phone. It's her boyfriend, and he is in near hysterics He says that he had a very vivid dream that a man broke into her room and did horrible things to her. Christina immediately just gets up and leaves the hotel.
Yeah.
The next morning, she returns to the room to grab her things, and she's shocked. The window is wide open and someone has rummaged through her suitcase. She calls her boyfriend and he claims that he has no recollection of ever having called her the night before. Christina says that the experience is a complete mystery because the Norwood Hotel has no history of any reports of supernatural activity. The Paranormies team, Jordan and
Okay, so before the Paranormies actually go in, I mean, it could. I don't have an explanation to it. I'm not gonna sit here and try to find an explanation to it. It's just a very, very strange coincidence, but definitely strange. So she's dreaming the first night about some individual with a grin looking at her from, like, peeking out from the bathroom. She calls her boyfriend and informs, and he said, "Yeah, you just had sleep paralysis, maybe even a bad dream." Then he has the weirdest dream that someone has broken in to her hotel room, and she dreams that there was a dude with on fire at the window, and her suitcase were actually ransacked. So there's definitely someone in it. Someone actually broke into her room and went through her stuff, but he didn't take anything. Why? She had a phone.
Johnny head out to investigate room 313 at the Norwood Hotel to see if they can find evidence of anything paranormal. At first, the guys don't really capture much of anything, and they actually begin to wonder whether the story might have just been sleep paralysis after all. But then the team's equipment begins to act very strange, especially around Jordan.
What are you thinking so far?
Thinking that it could have just been a sleep paralysis episode, you know?
It could have been wrong?
It sounded like wrong, and it won't focus on you.
Really?
Now it is.
When Johnny wonders aloud if Christina experienced sleep paralysis instead of something paranormal, the spirit box seems to answer wrong, and Johnny's camera suddenly won't focus on Jordan. When Johnny begins to use an SLS camera, he again experiences a very odd malfunction.
It won't even pick you up.
It won't pick me up?
No.
What if I like go like this?
Nope, it won't pick you up.
Really? That's weird.
It wouldn't, it's like, what the hell's going on? It wouldn't pick, it was blurring you out.
Coincidence, right?
Is there something around me right now that's interfering with the electronics?
It won't pick Jordan up.
The SLS camera does not register Jordan at all.
Okay, so that could be an electronic malfunction. What I would see now is that they turn around and do it on the other guy, see if it's not just broken.
Even creepier, the team has brought a motion-activated doll with them and placed it in the bathroom. It too now begins to malfunction.
The doll won't go off. Jordan,
What?
come look. The doll won't go off. We just changed batteries. Look at this.
Wow. Usually she doesn't shut up.
What? You walk in front of it. Okay, hang on. Stay there. Flip it around. I want to just keep this in one shot to see.
Well,
What?
there she goes. Ooh.
But she's not making any noise.
She's not making any noise. That is weird.
She's not saying anything. Whoa.
The motion-activated doll doesn't detect any of the motion that the two friends create in front of it. Then suddenly, without reason, it begins to work again. Jordan and Johnny sit down at the hotel beds. That's when they hear something truly bizarre.
Okay, Nuke.
What is that noise? You hear it still?
Sounds like a tapping. I'll check it out.
Heavy. You hear it still? I can still hear it from here.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from. It almost sounds like,
Clock?
yeah, like water.
Oh my god.
Back at the front door, okay? Really dark.
Nobody.
The soft sound of tapping can be heard coming from somewhere inside the bathroom, but the two friends can't find the source. A loud sound can be heard from the main door, but they find no one outside in the hallway. Now, that's all very creepy, but did you see it?
Oh, no. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that.
When Jordan gets up to investigate the tapping inside the bathroom, he walks past a mirror. Yet, he has no reflection, even though earlier and also later in the investigation, his reflection is very clear. Now everything that's happening seems to be...
What? He didn't have a reflection. Maybe he walked too far from it.
Tapping inside the bathroom, he walks past a mirror. Yet, he has no reflection, even though earlier and also later in the investigation,
That is weird.
his reflection is very clear. Now everything that's happening seems to be centered around Jordan for some reason. Almost as if something sinister has attached itself to him, as it did to Christina years earlier. Now perhaps it could all be explained as coincidental equipment failure and a very bizarre compression error. But what happens next is much harder to explain. As the two investigators lay down for the night, they set up a laser grid and turn on a motion-activated REM pod and K2 meter. They fall asleep and leave a camera recording throughout the night. At around 4:15 a.m., the REM pod and K2 meter both go off, waking the two guys. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay. What is going on there? What is going on here? What is this?
A shadow figure can be seen obstructing the laser grid and appears to be slowly moving towards Jordan until it seems to be right on top of him. Could this be the haunting apparition of the man that Christina saw in room 313 years earlier? Whatever it is, the Paranormies team did not discover this terrifying figure until after they uploaded their investigation to YouTube. It was pointed out by viewers.
That's unfortunate. I mean, there is definitely something there. I cannot explain that, how the dots disappear in that weird way. Something is definitely walking there. I cannot explain it. It's definitely creepy.
So, is room 313 haunted? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. You can watch this entire investigation and much more over on the YouTube channel, Paranormies.
Check them out.
Weird World. Now the strangest thing about this next paranormal video might be the source, because this video was released by the actual mayor of the city of Armenia, Colombia, Jose Manuel Rios. So the security guard in this video says that he saw a male figure descend the stairs inside the mayor's office. He pursues the man, but the guy seems to vanish into thin air.
Okay.
The security guard can be seen on CCTV searching the area. But then things take a terrifying turn.
Okay. What is that? Why is it moving like that? Speed times 5. I don't want to watch this. It's gonna freak me out.
In the video, the security guard appears to be suspiciously looking around the area, seemingly confused. Then suddenly an unseen force seems to attack the man and throw him into a banner. The guard can be seen looking around in panic with no assailant in sight. He then suffers another attack and 2 guards hurry over to help him. The somewhat shaken mayor of Armenia says that, quote, a bishop and other religious leaders will come to bless the mayor's offices, and that they will, quote, bring God's blessing to every corner of this workspace. Now, it seems highly doubtful that the mayor of Armenia, Colombia, would suddenly release a fake ghost video.
I mean, that's weird. I mean, I can't explain the way he fell the first time. I cannot explain the second time he get like attacked or whatever it is. And I cannot explain it. I mean, he could be super drunk and just fall out. But no, I can't explain it. It's just very, very strange. And it's freaking me out a bit.
So, just what do you think happened to the security guard? An anonymous woman from Florida is on vacation at the beach when far in the distance, along the ocean, she spots something that she simply can't explain. She grabs her phone and begins to record.
What?
I'm gonna analyze this when I get home.
What is that?
Cause that, whatever that is looking for something.
Could be a drone or something. You're not filming it.
Dang, I lost it. Oh my God, it's flying so fast.
What?
Where the f did it go?
Could be a drone.
Oh boy, I'm losing my mind.
An unidentified flying object can be seen hovering above the water. Then, without warning, the flying object suddenly just reverses course and darts away at an incredible speed. So
dang,
just what do you think this could be? So, analyze this when you get home.
I'm gonna analyze this when I get home.
Can I analyze it?
Let me know what you think.
Well, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it could definitely be one of those high-tech drones, or even the military ones are really, really fast. And if you can actually fly those, I mean, you can fly them really, really fast. So I wouldn't say that this is something that is extraterrestrial or it's a UFO or anything like that. I wouldn't go that far. What do you think?
In another strange video, Facebook user Eder Olivas is on the road late one night driving down the Saltillo Torreon Highway in Mexico. Eder is a little drowsy and sees something that he believes might just be an optical illusion, or simply his mind playing tricks on him so late at night. But when he gets home, he decides to check his dashcam footage, just in case. And he's shocked to find that what he saw was very real.
Okay. What? There was
A
someone
woman
walking.
wearing a long white dress can be seen dangerously running down the busy highway. Eder believes he might have captured a ghost on his dashboard camera and shares this video to Facebook. Now, this stretch of highway has seen countless deadly accidents over the years in which many people lost their lives under horrible circumstances.
Could be a crazy woman.
The accidents happen so frequently on this road that just 10 days after Eder captured this unidentified woman on camera, another woman and her partner lost their lives in a horrible freak accident on the exact same road. So could the Saltillo Torreon Highway be haunted by a deadly presence? Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
The Little Place in the Woods.
Oh, no.
Dutch urban explorer Mark Roloff from the YouTube channel Mark Ben Ik travels to a remote abandoned lodge in the countryside of Belgium. Over 10 years ago, a woman named Anne-Sophie fell in love with the rustic house and sunk all of her savings into renovating the property into a countryside restaurant and bed and breakfast. But she was soon met with terrible news. You see, the local township decided to remove the only road that led to her new lodge deep in the woods. After a 4-year battle with the local government and nearing bankruptcy, Anne-Sophie just gave up. Exhausted and defeated, the woman tragically took her own life inside the uncompleted bed and breakfast. Ironically, only 2 weeks after her death, news came down that the township decided that the road was actually going to stay after all. Ever since her tragic passing, the lodge has been abandoned. Now, Mark Roloff is not a paranormal investigator. He's an urban explorer who searches out hard-to-reach abandoned locations.
There's no difference, really. I mean, it all depends on what you're actually doing. That I mean, I would never go to a building that I didn't know was haunted. I mean, there's bound to be a lot of buildings close to where I live that has we have a lot of castles in Sweden. No, not really castles you see in movies. I mean, just castles, and there are rumors says that is extremely haunted. And I was with my friends over one of these castles, and we decided to. It's a private property, so we're not allowed to actually be there. But we came there in the middle of the night. I don't know if anyone lives there, but we decided to go for a walk. And one of my friends said that let's take turns on doing by themselves. And so I said, okay, I can go first. And this is a big building, so I decided to go around the building like this. Let's start from here and do like this, and then go to my friends who was over here by the road entrance. As soon as I start walking, there was like a stone. You can hear it like a crackling sound, and it was really loud when you're walking. So right when I came back around the building, I could hear footsteps behind me. I didn't think much of it because I'm 100% sure my friends are just, you know, doing stupid things. And I continued to walk, and the footsteps was constantly behind me. And I looked back, there was no one there. And when I came around this end here, my friends were over here. I came right over here. The footsteps were really loud, and so I started running because I was scared because I couldn't see anyone. When I came around the corner, all my friends were standing by the car. That was one of my first encounters with I thought was something ghostly.
In the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany, and shares his experiences on his YouTube channel, Mark Benik. This video was supposed to be just like his other explorations, but things took a bizarre turn. After Mark posts this video to YouTube, his viewers noticed some things that he just didn't. And this is when things start to get a bit creepy.
Okay,
As Mark explores the property all alone, it seems that a woman's voice can be heard.
Je houdt het niet bepaald lekker.
Oh, I hear it.
Wat gaaf dit. Oud VOC-schip.
Now, as I mentioned before, Mark didn't even notice the strange female voice in the background of his video, so he just mixed music right over it. But I went in and edited the audio and attempted to remove most of the music and background noise.
Wat gaaf dit.
Now, it's unclear what the faint female voice is saying, and Mark says he has no idea where the voice could have come from. But that's not all, because Mark captured something else. Something downright chilling.
Ah, ja.
Ik zie dat die kelder wel onder water staat, dus helaas kan ik die kelder niet meer in. Wel een aparte koelkast trouwens, het is gewoon helemaal meegemobileerd. Maar
freaking out already, I haven't seen anything.
Er zijn nog veel meer gebouwen waar ook van alles in zou staan. Dus daar gaan we ook kijken.
What?
Maar hier zie je ook een schilderij. Super mooi, kijk dan.
See it?
Helemaal geborduurd, dit schilderij.
Okay.
In the corner, behind the door, the dark figure of a woman can be seen just standing there.
Oh, I did not see
Mark
that.
has no idea what he has just captured and continues filming, completely unaware of the terrifying
What is that? Look at that. There you are. Why are you standing there?
apparition that he just recorded.
Oh,
Now, I reached out to Mark, and he says that throughout his exploration, he felt like something was just a bit off, but
Yeah.
he wasn't overly concerned. However, after watching his video back and taking note of what his viewers pointed out, he has no idea what he captured, and to this day, this shadowy figure is a complete mystery. Could it be the tragic spirit of Anne Sophie still in her failed bed and breakfast? Let me know what you think. Right behind you.
All right, so it's kind of tall. The shadow behind the door is quite tall. Then again, we don't know how tall the previous owner were before she passed away. Could it be a furniture? No, it can't be a furniture. Can it? No, I can't explain it, and this is giving me all these chicken skin
You.
right behind me.
Paranormal investigator Ricky Velasquez is challenged to explore an abandoned house in Mexico that is said to be extremely haunted. Ricky's fans don't think he'll be able to stay inside the creepy home
I like when I say extremely. I mean, it can't get any worse than that.
for longer than an hour. So Ricky takes the challenge and broadcasts live to YouTube as he heads inside the house. He has no idea why the location might be haunted or what dark history might have taken place there. But he soon realizes that the supernatural rumors about the house might be a bit more real than he thought.
Ok, esto sí me huele mal.
Okay. Okay. All right.
18 minutos.
Ricky has been inside for only 18 minutes when he already begins to experience strange phenomena. Somewhere inside the house, he hears a loud bang. So he heads upstairs and continues his exploration.
Hola. Ay, güey. Ok. Pero me ha tocado cosas más feas. ¿Qué es, un balcón o qué? Un balconcito. Qué gusto está, ¿verdad?
What are you doing?
Ay, no mames.
What?
No, ya valí madre.
I'm screwed.
Oh, la bestia.
Dude, where are you?
Se va a caer.
Oh.
No. ¿Qué pedo aquí?
That is not good. The floor is caving in.
Ay, güey.
Oh, shit.
¿Qué mierda es eso?
The paranormal investigator almost falls through the ceiling to the floor below. But that's not the only thing that shocked Ricky's live viewers. Because this time, did you hear it? Right before Ricky nearly falls through the floor, an eerie voice can be heard quietly whispering.
Qué gusto está, ¿verdad?
Oh, Lord.
Still on the second floor, Ricky begins to repeatedly hear strange sounds coming from right behind him. But every time he turns around, no one there. He attempts to get a glimpse at what he's been hearing by pointing the camera at himself and the room behind him.
That is, don't do it. Oh, Lord. What?
No mames.
Call the dog.
Ok, creo que me está dando pánico. Aquí hay algo más.
Ricky now hears the creepy whispering himself and starts to think that he might not be alone. But he gathers his courage, determined to continue exploring. He heads into the upstairs bathroom, and what happens next is absolutely horrifying.
I don't want to. Okay. This is the last one. I am freaking out. It's a dog.
Hola.
What? No. What?
Empiezo a sentir helado.
Does he have long hair?
¿Qué se escuchó? Hola.
No. No.
Ricky runs away in abject terror as he sees the pale figure of a woman standing right behind him. When slowing down and enhancing the footage, it almost looks like the strange apparition has one completely empty white eye. So, after only making it 30 minutes inside the abandoned property, Ricky has had enough and just leaves. So is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this entire video and many more creepy investigations over on the YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Please follow the Insta here, follow the Twitter there, and follow the TikTok. Anyway, hopefully see you guys next week.
Thank you so much, Nuke, for that one. Terrified. It's so easy today to fake things, right? And I always had to think about if it's fake. But I always came to the conclusion that I can't explain it. Of course, there is a way for him to fake and have someone standing behind him. But I'm going to choose to believe because it makes it all more fantastic. Even though it's creepy, terrifying, I choose to believe because there's no way ghosts do not exist. That is just, that is not possible. I've seen it. I smelled it. I heard it. I have a lot of stories from when I was young. I am a strong believer. That's it. All right, I'm gonna end it here. It's kind of a long video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you did. Leave a like if you did, and don't forget hit that subscribe. And of course, thank you so much for watching. I am Recky, and I will see you next time. Did you see it?